Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Dr. Donna. Welcome to week 31 of 11. Last week, I read The Science of Getting Rich. Here's what I have for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have read this book multiple times during the book challenges, and so you can go back and see all of those book reviews. And so I just had one takeaway from the book this time. And it is this: I am operating in creation. Everything that I am doing now with regards to neuromobility, the principles of real leadership, and all that it takes to be personally accountable on a daily basis does not exist. And my brain has to process that, because for a lot of my life, I've always been doing something that someone else has done, and that's caused me to have to be in competition. And what I am finding in training my anterior cingulate cortex and my amygdala is that it's okay. It's okay. It's going to take some time. There isn't a threat. There isn't this sense of urgency. Got to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, because I am creating this. And this is my personal legend. This is something that's going to take time to produce. And so I don't have to benchmark myself against other people, because there are no other people doing this. I'm the one who was appointed and anointed to do this. And so I have to accept that. And I've said this before, that creation is where it happens. As soon as you get into competition, you stop everything that the universe, God, higher power are offering you, because now you're competing with other people and the supply is unlimited. That is one of the premises in the book, that the supply for me is unlimited. I am not taking anybody's spot. I am not throwing anybody off their square. There is a lane for me created by God, the higher power, and the universe specifically for me. And my objective is to give neuromobility, personal accountability, the theory of personal accountability, and the 74 principles of real leadership to the world, so that I can add value to the world, so that I will plant trees for shade I will never sit. So I have to stay in creation. And that is the biggest message that kept coming across the pages and coming out to me, is get your ass out of competition. You're not competing with the neuroscientists. You're not competing with the psychiatrists, psychologists, thought leaders, and gurus and coaches and anybody else. You're not doing that. So it doesn't matter how many views the post got. Doesn't matter how many people were on your live. That's not what's important. What's important is that you give real leadership and neuromobility to the world, so that the 6.8 billion adults can learn how to hold themselves personally accountable, so the world becomes better. I'm creating it, and there is no competition, and the supply is unlimited. That is my biggest takeaway from reading this book this time. Last week during my meditation, I found myself needing to stay in the present moment, needing to be where my feet are. My mind was wandering, things were taking place, and I needed to keep saying, be grounded, be where your feet are, be in this moment. Do not be in the present, do not be in the future, do not be in the past. Remain in the present. Be mindful and conscious of where you are. It was very interesting, because I would be thinking about the past, like, no, you're in the present. Stay in the present moment, because the present is a gift. This week's book, Leadership Secrets from the Executive Office. Well, that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. But before I get out of here, just remember the journey of 11, a time for meditation to a path of manifestation. Adios.